So hello everyone, my name is Justin Halim and today I will explain on how to transfer the information to the general ledger. Una natin gagawin is understand the additional information. Una, basahin natin yung additional info para maging clear tayo sa understanding. The delivery vehicle was purchased on January 2, 2016 with a useful life of 10 years and no residual value. May physical inventory count tayo noong January 30 na nagpakita na ang merchandise inventory ay 438,700 pesos. May statement of account tayong galing sa supplier na fuel ng 2,180 pesos unpaid pa as of January 30. Una natin gagawin is understand the additional information. Una, basahin natin yung additional info para maging clear tayo sa understanding. The delivery vehicle was purchased on January 2, 2016 with a useful life of 10 years and no residual value. May physical inventory count tayo noong January 30 na nagpapakita ng ang merchandise ay 438,700 pesos. May statement of account tayong galing sa supplier ng fuel na 2,180 unpaid pa as of January 30. Ang pangatlo naman, post revenue and expense account, sales and sales discounts. January 30, sales collect cash, debit 53,719. January 30, purchase payment credit 254,290. Balance is updated after each transaction. Accounts receivable, January 30, various sales on accounts, debit 452,556 pesos. January 30, collection from customers, credit 168,221 pesos. This keeps track of what customers owe and payments received. And the next, account merchandise inventory, January 31, ending inventory value recorded, debit 438,700 pesos. Reflects the value of unsold inventory at month's end. And the next one, account prepaid rent, January 31, paid rent for January, debit 5,000 pesos. This is rent paid in advance, considered an asset. Account transportation equipment, January 2, purchase of vehicle, debit 150,000 pesos, represent fixed asset acquisition. And accumulated depreciation, transportation equipment, January 31, depreciation for January, credit 1,250. This is the allocation of the vehicle's cost over its useful life. And the next, accounts payable, January 30, purchase journal credit 450,750. January 30, payment made and debit 228,560. Track outstanding payables and payments. Account transportation equipment, January 2, purchase of vehicle, debit 150,000 pesos, represent fixed asset acquisition. And the next, Aguila Capital, January 2, owner's investment, credit 500,000. January 31, closing entries, debit 369,492. Capital investment in closing of income accounts to capital. Ang pangatlo naman, post revenue and expense account, sales and sales discounts, sales credit 386,307 and debit naman 95,255 for returns and discounts. Sales discounts, debit 90,110, close to zero by end of period. And purchase and purchase discounts, purchase credit 450,750. Then close. Purchase discount debit 8,560. Then close. Ang expense naman, salaries, supplies, advertising, rent, depreciation, and fuel. Each expense is debited when incurred, then credit at closing to bring balances to zero for the next period. At natapos na natin ang step 3. Dadako na tayo sa step 4. Prepare the trial balance after posting all ledger accounts. Summarize the balance to prepare the unadjusted trial balance. This will show the balance of each account before adjustment. May makikita tayo dito na nakasulit na Aguila Merchandising for the month ending January 30, 2016. At nandito naman yung mga account title and explanation. Unadjusted debit, trial balance credit, adjusting debit, journal entries credit, adjusted debit, trial balances credit, income debit, statement credit, balance debit, sheet credit. At dito nilalagay ang original balances ng bawat account bago mag-adjusting entry. Halimbawa, cash 149,424 debit, accounts receivable 28,433 debit, and capital 500,000 credit naman. Sales 83,563 credit, and salaries expense 14,000 debit naman, at iba pa. Ito ang mga example in the worksheet. Transportation equipment 150,000, credit depreciation and debit expense naman. Depreciation expense, office equipment 1,250 pesos. Fuel expense payable 2,180 pesos accrued. At dadako na tayo sa pangatlong step, adjusted trial balance. Ito ang updated balances after applying adjustment. Formula: each account, adjusted balance, unadjusted balance, plus adjustment. At ang pangapat naman, income statement columns. Lahat ng revenues ay pumupunta sa income statement credit. Lahat ng expenses ay pumupunta sa income statement debit. Then, net income, total income statement credit, total income statement debit. Sa worksheet mo, may income statement debit total 53,052 pesos. And may income statement credit pa naman total 53,052 pesos rin. Balance kasi nailipat ang net income sa balance sheet columns. Dadako naman tayo sa panglima, balance sheet columns. Meron silang asset, debit, and liabilities, credit, and capital, credit, and net income, credit side. Kaya lumalabas ang total ng balance sheet debit na 71,562 pesos at balance sheet credit 71,562 pesos. Balance siya, kaya tama ang worksheet mo. At simulan na natin ang adjusting trial balance. Una, nilagay natin lahat ng accounts balance sa unadjusted trial balance, both debit and credit. Ito yung original balances bago pa tayo mag-adjust. For example, cash 149,429, accounts receivable naman 28,433, at sales 83,563. Lahat ng assets nasa debit, tapos liabilities and capital nasa credit. Ito ang starting point ng worksheet. And the next step, nag-record tayo ng adjusting entries. Dito pumapasok yung mga kailangan i-update tulad ng depreciation, accrued expense, at prepaid items. Kung mapapansin nyo, may adjustment tulad ng depreciation expense, 1,250 naman pesos. And fuel expense payable, 2,180. Accumulated depreciation office equipment, 1,250 pesos. Ginawa natin ito para maging updated at accurate ang balances before making financial statement. At ang adjusted trial balance, after ilagay ang adjustment, automatic na nag-update ang adjusted trial balance. Di makikita ang bagong totals ng bawat account. Formula lang, unadjusted balance and adjustments and adjusted balance. Ito ang gagamitin natin sa paggawa ng income statement at balance sheet. At dadako na rin tayo sa income statement columns. Next, nilipat natin ang revenues sa income debit at ang expenses naman sa income debit. Dito natin makukuha ang net income. Makikita nyo na mas mataas ang income statement credit kaysa sa debit. So the businesses earned profit. The net income is then transferred sa balance sheet credit side. And the last one, balance sheet columns. Finally, nilipat na natin ang assets, liabilities, capitals, at net income sa sheet credit columns. Dahil tama ang pagkakalipat, nag-balance ang dalawang totals. Ang sheet credit equals balance sheet credit, meaning the worksheet is correct and balanced.